Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So TCU's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. Coming out with it, it's Tatum. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Using his feet. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
On the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, it's Payne. Driven back. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster.
Oh, a lot of space. He'll work his way down to the 28.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
Looking for a man. It's Cherry. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They'll run the screen. There he goes.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes a connection. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Second down to the air. Big fella moving. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. It's third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Out wide left, it's Gilbert. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Deep in the end zone, it's Tatum. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Setting up the screen. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The give. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Underwood. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Run inside. It's Tatum. Taken down.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Scanning the field, it's Cherry. Looking to take a shot. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. Into the house. Touchdown, TCU! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Fires on the move. And they're not on the same page there.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Underwood. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Trying to make one miss. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Payne. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Moving the pocket, it's Cherry. He'll take the deep shot. Upstairs to make the catch. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Rush is on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Under pressure. Goes high to pull it in.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out of the field and make some stops.
Here's some daylight. Hammers his way across the 10. Picks up 4 to the 11.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Trying to squeak through the pile. Runs through a tackle. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down.
What a run by their tailback. It's simply one of the best in the entire country, and his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job game tackling as this game goes on.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Underwood to throw. Wide open downfield. There's a crease. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here.
He uncorks one deep. He's got it down the field. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Throwing, Underwood. Looking to the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Snap it to the back. Stop in the backfield, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great push and penetration from that defensive front. TCU calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Fires to the wideout. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Dropping back, it's Cherry. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Looking to pass, it's Cherry. And the quarterback brought up two and sacked at the 12.
This is exactly what we talked about at halftime. This defense, they have to get to the quarterback to get back into this football game. Make life hard, get some sacks, make some good momentum.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Extending the play. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines! A great catch and run for 6. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll return it. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilbert. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Sets his feet. It's Cherry. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Big noise, big house trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Payne. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He lets one fly deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Zings it complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Cherry. Turns it upfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it. It's Payne. Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll try to do it himself. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Second down coming up. Underwood. Here comes the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Back's got it on the screen. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Changing the routes with his receivers. Fourth down, Underwood. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that fourth down.
On the move. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Here's Underwood to throw. They're all over it. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Second and long here. To the air, it's Cherry. Look out! Hauls it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Horned Frogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He's going to let it go. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, you know the offense is going to come out trying to get this guy the football, right? He's their best receiver. He's their best receiving target. Great job on defense knocking that one away.
They don't need a bunch on second down. The snap sets up to throw. Going to take a shot. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Long way to go on second down. Quarterback keep. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Holly, what update do you have on that?
Remember, this is a true freshman quarterback getting his first start, and the guys are so excited about how he's performing. People keep coming over, slapping him on the helmet, letting him know he's doing a great job. As he leads his team back out onto the field, he is showing calm and composure in this big moment in his career. Back to you.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Handoff to the single running back. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Lets it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
2nd and long here. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Fires to the right. Has it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Turns it upfield. And he will score! Touchdown, TCU!
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tatum. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's going to take off. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save ahead and just get out of bounds.
Line getting set on second down. They want to throw it. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Snags it. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example